Hi and welcome back to the DJ Muslame channel. My name is DJ Muslame and you guys are the like crew. But before we go into this video, I want you to like, subscribe, share, comment, turn on your post notifications if you haven't already, so you can become a part of the like crew, and follow me on Instagram at light_Muslame. That's at LITE_MOHLAMME at DJ_Muslame. And yeah, we're back with another episode of Opinionated News. This is episode 4 of Opinionated News, and I'll leave episode 3, a card of episode 3 up there in the top right corner of your screen, so that you can check out and get a feel of what Opinionated News actually is, so that you can just be caught up with where we are. But yeah, let's jump into our first report for today. Our first report is, unfortunately, as usual, about the coronavirus. It's a report coming from South Africa today. We're starting in South Africa with our reports for today, and this report is about how the coronavirus cases in South Africa have gone up to 402. That's an increase of 128 from 274, meaning that there was an increase of 46.7% increase in the past day, which is insane to think about. And numbers are going up very high, and it is it's crazy at the rate at which these numbers are going up. But hopefully the government can contain it somehow and move towards ending this pandemic as soon as possible, because it's just like left the world at a complete standstill. But hopefully we get through this as a community, and we move forward, and we find a way to get past this. So anyway, that's the report. Let's go into our second report of today. Is about a disgusting human being. A human being that has been found to rape so many human beings, sexually assault so many human beings. Unfortunately, we're talking about Harvey Weinstein, the same Hollywood mogul who was found a month ago guilty of rape and sexual assault in New York and was sentenced to 23 years in prison. So right now he is in prison and has been put into isolation because he has tested positive for the coronavirus. When I first saw this report, I was like, nah, how? But wait, I was like, nah, what? I was like, carry the 1, pick up the 2, erase that 5. What? But yeah, he has tested positive for the coronavirus, and I don't know how to act, because I'm like, one, nobody, I don't want anyone to get the coronavirus, and this is a pandemic, and we should really we can't have people testing positive for the coronavirus at all. But also, this is Harvey Weinstein. Is it really all that bad? Is it? So what I'm gonna say is that it's unfortunate that he tested positive for the coronavirus, but also, what comes around, what goes around, comes around. Assault women, rape women, do all these horrible things. 1 month, 23 years in prison. The next month, he tests positive for a whole pandemic. It's a circle, man. It's a circle. What goes around comes around. But obviously, I don't mean any malicious intent, but I'm just saying. But anyway, let's go into our third report for today. And our third report for today is about the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, which is scheduled for the 24th of July this year. So obviously, with the coronavirus pandemic going around, there've been a lot of speculations about whether the Olympics would go ahead, what would happen. Because I mean, if you host a huge event like the Olympics, hundreds and thousands of people are going to be flooding into Tokyo, which obviously, if the coronavirus is still a huge problem like it is today, that wouldn't be ideal. That would be horrible for stopping the spread of the coronavirus. So Canada over the weekend, Canada joined three other countries, including Brazil, Slovakia, and Norway, in saying that if the Olympics go ahead in July, their athletes are pulling out of the Olympics, as a sign to say that if it goes ahead, they're not showing up, they're not coming, which is insane that we're still having a discussion about whether to have the Olympics. Because if I had to be truly honest with you right now, I've been thinking about it lately, and I don't believe that the coronavirus is something that it's not something where like tomorrow they go, I bet we found the vaccine for this thing, I bet let's move on, life is gonna move on, let's go. It could take up to 2 years for a vaccine to be made and for it to get out onto shelves. So I mean, I honestly don't think I do think that by end of April, May-ish, it will have calmed down and we would have found a way to slow things down and life can go back to a certain level of normality. But I don't think that it's a problem that just goes away tomorrow. So for the Olympics, I would genuinely think that it would have to be cancelled, postponed to next year, just like the Euros were postponed to next year. So Canada pulled out. They went, nah fam, if y'all host this thing, we ain't showing up. And Brazil was like, yeah man, join our crew, we ain't showing up to that thing. And Norway was also there, and Slovakia, they were all there like, bruh, we ain't going. If this thing happens this year, we ain't going. So Canada's athletes pulled out. So I truly wonder whether in the next month what the Olympic Committee is going to decide, because in the next month they're going to have to decide whether to like maybe wait till July, till like June, to see if maybe something doesn't happen, that slows down the spread of it, or whether by the end of this month they just go, nah fam, we can't host this thing, it's postponed till next year. But in my opinion, I just think it should be postponed till next year, regardless of the fact if it slows down, if this pandemic becomes less of a huge issue as it is right now. I don't think that we're going to be able to host anything, a huge event like that in July. So that's my report, that's my opinion, but I'll pass it over to you. Do you think that the Olympics can possibly be hosted this year? Do you think that somehow, some way we can host it this year? Or do you agree with me with the fact that it should be moved to next year, and we'll deal with that when we get there? But for now, we can't expect to host such a huge event like the Olympics. So yeah, that's the report. And our next report is coming from the country of Italy, where the doctors in Italy have warned the youth of that country and all other countries of the world that the youth aren't invincible, that the youth can can die from this pandemic, and that they're not invincible. They should stop believing this misconception that I bet I'm cool, it's only the elderly that are going to be stressed by this thing, not me. So this is something that I feel that needs to be emphasized so much to the youth. I recently heard someone say these words, and I quote, "The coronavirus is just a sexy way to say the flu." And I went, what? I don't know about you, but the flu isn't killing 800 people in Italy and leaving Italy in lockdown. I don't know about you, but the flu isn't the biggest report in the world everywhere right now. I don't know about you, but the flu isn't making our government, the South African government, consider putting a full lockdown on this country. The flu didn't do that. The flu ain't gonna do that. but the coronavirus is. So unfortunately, this isn't just the flu. Please stop saying that it's not even worse than the flu. The flu is worse, hey? The flu is worse. The flu wouldn't do this to the world. The flu didn't do this to the world. The flu has been around forever. The flu is a normal thing. It doesn't do this to the world. I bet it's very true. Your immune system can kill coronavirus. I bet when your grandmother passes from the coronavirus, maybe that's when you'll take it seriously. Maybe that's when you'll realize that this isn't something that just goes away. I want to reiterate that. This isn't something that just goes away. It's not. It truly isn't. But yes, I'll pass it over to you. Tell me in the comments, if you're a young person, do you truly think that the youth are taking it seriously enough? Or do you think that the youth just doesn't care? Tell me your opinions, tell me your feelings. I know most of the people that watch my content are young people, so tell me in the comment section below what you feel about the coronavirus and everything else in between. But yeah, let's go into our next report. In our last report for today, I just wanted to shine some light on some good news going around the world. Because there's a lot of so much coronavirus talk all around you, and I'm also a source of that. But it's all sometimes gets so caving, and you start to really get super depressed and stuff. But this report comes from Italy. As you know, Italy is going through a horrible time through this coronavirus outbreak, and they have now surpassed China's death rate for the coronavirus, which is absolutely sad. But that would mean also that hospitals all over that country would need masks, respirators, ventilators, all those type of things, all these type of medical things to help doctors on the front lines trying to kill out this pandemic. So a Chinese company called Unomi International. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Xiaonomi International. They sent tens and thousands of 10,000 respirator masks to Italy to just say that they're with you, that they're with them, and this is what they wrote on all the crates of that thing. They wrote an Italian poem, but translated to English, the poem says, "We are waves from the same sea, leaves from the same tree, and flowers from the same garden." I think this is amazing. I would love for all of us to spread positivity, and I think if a big company like this is willing to spread so much positivity to people in need of supplies, it just puts a smile on everyone's face. We are all in this together. So yeah, I want you to comment down below, just something good that you're trying to do during this outbreak, while being at home obviously, but something you're trying to do to help the next person. Maybe it is you staying at home, maybe that's how you're helping, but maybe it's calling your family now and then to just check out how they're feeling, where they are mentally with all of these things going around the world. So just text your uncle, check how he's doing. Because as much as we are separated in this time and we can't meet together physically, we're connected through our phones, and we can stay connected like that, and we can unite and destroy this pandemic together. So yeah, that's where I end of today's show. But before I leave, I want you to like, subscribe, share, comment, turn on your post notifications if you haven't already, so you can become a part of the Light Crew, and follow me on Instagram at DJ_Mohlamme. That's at LITE_MOHLAMME. That's at LITE_MOHLAMME. So that you can keep up with me on a daily basis. And yeah, with that, I would like to say peace That's a wrap.